Hey everyone, welcome back to the book study of Discover Your True Worth. This chapter is all about our spirit. And I really get personal and vulnerable in this chapter. And honestly, it's a little intimidating talking about this subject. But I know that by overcoming my fears and just really walking over shame, that you hopefully can find some healing. And with my words, you can find some inspiration on how you can awaken your spirit. Now, I share with you in Jeremiah 29:11. The Lord knew you before you were even born, and before you formed the shape of a human. He already had you planned. He knew each day of your life. He purposely chose you to be here on earth. And I think right now, in this crucial time of history, we're really taking the time to know why we were put on this earth. We're facing challenging times and uncertainty. And in this time, as you're home, as you're resting, I want you to take the time to just really journal. Think about your life. Think about everything that you have done up until today. Every single job that you have had, every activity, every season in life. I want you to think about that because inside of you, there's a story. And all of the stories are preparing you for this moment in time. I think this is a perfect time to find the bravery that we have within ourselves, to find courage, to be bold, and to go into this world with full confidence that we are unique, we are powerful, we are anointed, and we have been made for such a time as this. Many times we seek for validation in the wrong places. So today, I also want you to think about where you find your validation. See, your validation comes from knowing who you are in Christ and what He says you are, not what everyone else says. And when everyone is shaken, they're in fear, you can be grounded today in your identity in Christ and His Word and His promises. There is a time in your life where there will be a shift. And I believe that this is the time where that shift in your life is going to take place. Listen to me. Right now, our spirits are being awoken. And there couldn't have been a better time to share this chapter with you. Right now, there is something being stirred up inside of you where you are going through a process of just thinking of different emotions that you have, thinking about your life. Maybe your future is unclear, but let me tell you that and the reason that you're here today, it's not an accident. You are here today and you are here experiencing this shift right now so your spirit can awoken. Everything, absolutely everything has started from a seed, right? Whether that be a plant, whether that be when we were conceived, there was a seed in place. And throughout our life, in whatever season we're going through, that seed is being watered and it is receiving the nutrients that it needs in order to flourish and grow. And today, I believe that you have been called for such a time as this. And you have a choice. I'm just going to take a moment to read a few lines from the book, chapter 3. That is, my spirit had awoken and the transformation process began. All things happen from a seed. Whether it be an idea, a dream, or a human, there was a seed in place. Over our course of life and in the current season we find ourselves, there are seeds that are being planted in us. Perhaps some seeds have already been there, and depending on where you are or who is in your life, those seeds may be receiving the nutrients they need. Those seeds are being watered and nurtured to begin flourishing. Well, do those seeds suddenly sprout after just one watering? No. Each day, little by little, they are receiving what they need. You and I are both receiving. Sorry, I lost my place. Each day, what we need to get to where we are going. Believe it or not, this very life you are living has been pre-planned and written out. We can continue to go on this path, either owning our calling or completely denying that we were called for such a time as this. We will come to a day or a life event in which we will have an awakening inside of us to make a shift. This shift will set our life course in the direction of realizing our giftings and limitless potential. My awakening happened when I lost my father. However, I'm calling this one of the greatest opportunities of awakening. After this season and this shift where we're being shaken right now, to wake up, to stand up, to discover your true worth and your voice and your identity and who you are. What does your future look like after this? You have a choice today. Will you own your calling? Will you make that shift in your life? Or will you continue to live this life as if you have no power, as if you have no voice, and as if you have no future? It's no longer a time where we're day-to-day sleepwalking and being on autopilot. No, we're at a time where we have to be fully awoke, strong, independent, fearless, and bold. So women, I want to challenge you to awaken your spirit and discover your identity in Christ.